Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I had no intentions of filming today, so I am in no makeup. It is Sunday. I'm like cleaning the house and doing laundry, but I tried to sit down and watch a movie on Netflix, but like I can't concentrate because I have this huge box of perfume sitting here that I'm like dying to haul and dying to share with you. So I was like, you know what? To heck with it. I'm gonna go ahead and get on there with no makeup. I don't think anybody will care. They're gonna be more interested in the perfume anyways. So here we are. So I'm going to jump right in. I've got a huge fragrance net order here. I've got some things here that I am so excited about. I cannot wait to share them with you. Everything in this box is affordable. I know you guys love affordable hauls, so here we are. I'm gonna start with my little red bag of samples. I didn't get too crazy with samples this time. I wanna show you the first one that I got though that I was so excited to get because this is a fragrance that I think my mom had a bottle of this back in the 90s. I remember when this was just like the it perfume of the time. But anyways, this is Isabella Rossellini's Manifesto, and it's funny because I took this out yesterday and I was just getting ready to go to the grocery store and I pulled the lid out, and it's one of those lids, it's one of those samplers or little sample vials that has the, there we go. You can see it's just got that lid and this little place right there. It's like a little cup that holds a bunch of the perfume. So when you take that out, and that holds a ton of perfume in it. So when you take that out and you like put it on your hand, like a ton of perfume will come out of it. And I did that. I put it on my hand and I was like, oh goodness, there's like so much just came out. And this is an old perfume, so I was like, I don't know if that's what I'm gonna want to smell like. Well, whatever, I don't care, it's done. But I got to the store and I kept smelling something so nice. Now, it did smell kind of mature and it did smell kind of dated, but it was still so good. I just kept getting this beautiful whiff of it, and it was kind of this mature, dated, beautiful, like musky, almost floral. I'm gonna see, I think, yeah, this is pepper, basil, rose. Yeah, pepper, basil, rose. And like I say, I kept getting this beautiful, like kind of musky, mature, kind of dated, but dated in a really good way. I loved it. It was so good. This is like impossible to find a bottle of this. I don't know if maybe they're going to come back out with it. I don't know how FragranceNet got a bunch of samples of it, but I'm just happy to have this little vial in my collection because it just takes me back. So anyways, that is Isabella Rossellini's Manifesto. The next one I picked up is one that I've been really interested in. It's not one that I wanted to blind buy a full bottle of because I just didn't know. This is 212 VIP Rosé from Carolina Herrera. And this is just like a really pretty, kind of modern smelling rose. When I first sprayed it on, I kind of got that pencil shaving vibe from it for a second. But when it dried down, I just tried this on my hand. I was like, I had like 8 different perfumes on yesterday. I just kept putting them all over. But anyways, yeah, this one, when it dried down, it was just this really beautiful, kind of modern smelling, but not too modern rose. I'm going to give this one a really good wear test to see if it's something I want a full bottle of. I wasn't able to like make my mind up from just that little wear on my hand, but it was really pretty what I tried of it. Next is another one I've been so interested in, but it's another one I didn't want to pull the trigger on a blind buy for it, but I love Lalique. I love their fragrances, and these bottles are amazing. This is Lalique L'amour, and this is bergamot, rosebud, tuberose, gardenia, cedarwood, and sandalwood. So it's like a beautiful floral. Now, I tried this on a piece of paper. I haven't tried, I'm going to try it on my hand. Well, gosh, I've got stuff on me. Here, we'll try it on my arm right here. Ooh, it's so nice. It's like a really pretty, it's a really beautiful sweet floral. I'm going to have a full bottle of this. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like sweet. None of the flowers are overpowering. The rose is balancing the tuberose, is balancing the jasmine. I mean, just beautifully. No jasmine, I'm sorry, gardenia. Actually, I think the gardenia is probably the most prominent floral in this, but it's like not overpowering the rose or the tuberose. It's beautiful. It's a sweet floral. I need a bottle. I love it. So that is Lalique L'amour. I'm not surprised that I'm in love with that. For some reason, Lalique fragrances just work for me, and I just love them. Okay, next I picked up Elle and Tracy Bronze. This was one that somebody told me to pick this one up. I did try this. Did I try this on my hand? I don't know. Let's just go ahead and try it because I've tried everything in the full bottles that I got. I've tried, so I don't need to spray those on. But somebody told me this smells just like something else I just talked about in one of my, ooh, it's really nice actually. In one of my other videos. I can't remember exactly. This is bergamot, lemonade, juicy mandarin, and green apple. Ooh, amber, coumarin, vanilla orchid, cedarwood, and sensual musk. That's really, really nice. If you're watching and you're the one that commented telling me what this smells like, please let me know again. Because I don't remember, but this smells really, really nice. If I came across a full bottle of this, like for a good price, I would totally buy a full bottle. It's really pretty. It says Elle and Tracy Bronze. I come across Elle and Tracy fragrances in like TJ Maxx all the time, and I've never picked one up because I just never have. But it's actually really pretty. Okay, and then the last sample I picked up is another one I've been curious about for ages. This is So Nude from Costume National. This is really, really pretty. This is a spicy floral. And it's another one I really need to test on my skin because I tested it on a piece of paper and you just never can tell on a piece of paper. You can get kind of an idea of if it's something you would even be interested in. This is funny. This is like, smells very 90s to me. Very 90s. Whatever that flower is in there. Yeah, there's some flower that I'm smelling. It's very, very 90s smelling. I like it. Would I want to smell like that? Probably not. So that's not one that I would want a full bottle of. If you guys want full wear tests on any of these, please let me know. I would be happy to do that and put it in my next updates video. So those are all of the samples that I picked up. Okay, and then in the last haul, I told you guys that I really wanted to pick up some more Pleats fragrances. I have found with this house that they are really, really good quality, strong fragrances for really inexpensive. So I'm going to start with the first one, which was actually a fail for me. I love this bottle though. This is Pleats to Be the Queen. And so I picked this one up because on Fragrantica, it was being compared to Miss Dior Cherie, the original formulation, like the 2005 formulation. So I was like, ooh, if it smells anything like that, I'm going to love it because I adore that perfume. This bottle is... It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I absolutely love skulls. And I just think this bottle is so beautiful. And this crown that has even more skulls on it, and it's got this like spiky point. I think this is the cutest bottle ever. I love it. I just wish that this fragrance worked for me. So I tried this, like I read other people's reviews and what it smelled like on them. I've tried this on me twice now. I tried it on my skin last night when this order came. And then I sprayed this on me all over after I got out of the shower. Dude, number one, this thing wore off in like maybe an hour. It didn't last on me at all, which is crazy because like I say, these police fragrances are usually beasts. And the other two I got, holy cow. Gosh, that Costume National is like getting me. There's something about it that is so like 1995. And I'm kind of living for it right now. The Elle and Tracy bronze is like already almost gone. So scratch buying a full bottle of that. It's literally turned into a skin scent that fast. Okay, so anyways, this one, like I say, it was supposed to have been compared. I look crazy. I'm sorry, you guys, but it's all about the fragrance. Okay, but yeah, this, like I say, it was compared to Monsieur Cherie, the 2005 formulation. I'm going to let this sit for a while and see, because it smells completely different now on the paper than it did when I sprayed it yesterday. That's crazy, because I'm telling you, it smells completely different than what it smelled like, even this morning. I wonder if because I shook it up. That's wild. Okay, so now I'm getting like a fruity patchouli fragrance. I'm getting a ton of patchouli in this, which I did not get 6 hours ago. This is crazy. Like I would have never thought. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just like dumbfounded. So this has got like pineapple and peach in it. Okay, now it's kind of turning into what I smelled this morning. But even still, the patchouli is very strong in this now. But it's like a fruit patchouli. It's like pineapple and peach. It's got citruses in the top. It's got vanilla and musk in it. It's really pretty. Like I say, I'm going to let this one sit for a little while longer and maybe put it away in a dark cabinet and then just see what happens. I didn't love it on me the last couple times I wore it, or the first couple times I wore it, I should say, but I don't know. It smells completely different, but I'm living for this bottle. I think it's so cute. So that is Police to be the Queen. Okay, the next Police fragrance that I picked up is this one. Now, I have had a subscriber or somebody in the comment section of one of my videos, like it's been a long time ago, but they recommended this fragrance to me. This is Police Shock and Scent, and holy cow, is this one of the strongest fragrances that I have in my collection now. This thing is wild as far as like sillage and performance. Holy cow. I sprayed one spray on my wrist last night and it was like it filled the entire room. I went to bed last night and when I woke up and smelled my wrist, it was still there. It had faded a lot over, throughout the night, but it was still there. I mean, it was crazy. This is basically a very, very similar fragrance to Jean Paul Gaultier's Scandal. If you're looking for Scandal, but you don't want to pay the price for Scandal, holy cow, pick this up. It's almost exactly the same. The only difference is, it's funny because it's got like these spikes on the lid, and it actually kind of hurts your hands to pull the lid off, which I just think is funny. Come on, camera. There we go. Yeah, it's got like all these little spikes on the lid and it's crazy, but ooh. Yeah, this is Scandal, 100%. It is stronger than Scandal. It will last longer than Scandal. This is a beautiful, sweet, honey. The only thing that's different is this doesn't have orange blossom in it. This is white flowers and jasmine rather than orange blossom. And I think Scandal might have some sort of white flowers or possibly jasmine in it too. But this has got amber and honey and orris root in the base. I adore this. Scandal did not work on my skin. Something about the combination of that orange blossom and honey ended up going very shrieky and sour on my skin. It also kind of went a little metallic, which was really weird. It definitely had this like metallic thing going on. This is not. This is like crazy honey at first. All I could smell was just this beautiful, warm, strong honey like radiating off my wrist. And then you get the sweetness and the white florals. This is so well blended. I can't tell you guys enough how much I love this and how much I love it even more than Scandal and how much like Scandal it smells. This is an amazing, amazing affordable gem. More people should be talking about this for real. It is amazing. So that is Police Scent in Shock. I am so happy that I finally picked that up. So there's that one. Okay, and then the last Police fragrance that I picked up is another winner. This is Police To Be Exotic Jungle. And oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. So on Fragrantica, this one, people say it's a dead-on dupe for A La Folie, Trésor A La Folie from Lancome. I'm going to have to pull out my decant. I used to have A La Folie, but I resold it. But I did decant some just for this purpose, so I would always have it around to compare and test and things. But yeah, people say this is like the best dupe on the market for A La Folie. I don't know. I will, if you guys are interested, let me know. I'd be happy to pull out my decant, which I'm going to do anyways, and I will test them side by side, and I can let you know how good of a dupe this is. I think it probably is, though, because, oh my gosh, when I sprayed this last night, it was gorgeous. If it is a dupe for A La Folie, I like this so much more. I liked A La Folie, but I didn't, like, love it. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's a Lancome fragrance, so I just wasn't crazy about it, but I am crazy about this. When this dried down, I could smell the similar vibes to A La Folie, but this dried down and had like a little bit of a nuttiness to it on my skin, and I'm telling you, and these bottles are just the cutest things ever. And they're really nice quality too. They're not like cheap feeling. They're really heavy weighted. They're very heavy and weighted. The like art on them or the print on them is done really, really well. Like they don't look cheap at all. I'm just crazy for them. I love them because like I say, I love skulls, but this, you guys, I am so in love with this. I'm going to buy even more Police fragrances now. I feel like I need them all. Everything I can get my hands on. The Police, the To Be Queen one didn't work for me, but like I say, I'm going to put that one aside and give it another go in a few months. Or it might be a cold weather fragrance. It might be that it's just too warm. And when I say too warm, like it went straight from not getting above like, I don't even know, being in the 70s to straight up into the 90s in like a week. Okay, so this has like plum and black currant, so it's juicy in the top, but it's got a little bit of heliotrope in it, which gives it just the slightest touch of powderiness. And this has the most beautiful, fresh, realistic smelling osmanthus note in it. And I've been looking for a fragrance that has like a really good osmanthus note in it. And this one is stunning. It's got a gorgeous, very prominent osmanthus note. Oh gosh, like I say, I'm crazy about this scent. So anyways, I need to stop gushing and move on. This is Police 2B Exotic Jungle. Such a beautiful gem. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the 2B Queen. There's just something about it. And I'm not crazy about fruit chulis anyways, and it's kind of a fruit chuli. Oh my gosh, that 2B Exotic Jungle though. The osmanthus note in it is crazy good. Next. Oh my gosh, you guys, I was so excited to find this next one. This is one that I've been looking for. It's a discontinued fragrance. It was impossible to find on any perfume website. I almost overpaid for this because I came across the bottle on Mercari that somebody was asking way too much money for, but I almost did it because this has been discontinued and it's not easy to come by. But holy cow, imagine my delight when I saw this on FragranceNet, when I saw that FragranceNet had this. This is a Lalique fragrance, and this is Lalique Encre Noir pour Elle. And oh my gosh, it is so good. Okay, so this is basically a dark soapy rose. The bottle is stunning. I love this so much. This was love at first sniff. Absolutely love at first sniff. Oh my gosh, I am in heaven with this. It's dark and soapy and boozy and rose. It is so good. It's like dark, but very clean. This is an absolute winner too. I am so happy, number one, that I didn't overpay for this, but number two, that I just happened to be at the right place at the right time on FragranceNet and see that they had it, because, oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. Ooh, I keep getting whiffs of that So Nude from Costume National. And it is taking me back to the 90s, like every time I smell it. It's crazy. It's so good. So anyways, that is Lalique Encre Noir pour Elle. I'm just in heaven with it. Okay. Next, we've got one that this is hilarious. This has gotten so hyped up on YouTube in the last few months. And this is one, well, let me tell you what we're talking about. We're talking about Trussardi Donna. This is the eau de parfum formulation. And it's funny, I should have gone back and checked. So I did a Trussardi video. It's been months ago, possibly even like a year ago. If you go on, I would link it, but for some reason with my computer, it won't let me actually put in hyperlinks when I upload videos. I'm going to be buying a new computer soon. I hope that when I get a new computer, it will do right. But so anyways, I'm sorry. I would link you to my Trussardi video if I could put hyperlinks in. But you can just type in Sarah May's Trussardi and the video will pop up. But I did a whole video on Trussardi where I hauled a bunch of fragrances from Trussardi and I talked about them. And it's funny because I did not buy a full bottle of this at the time. I only bought a sample. And I was saying, the first thing I said was how much I wished I had bought a full bottle of this one and maybe samples of some of the others. I loved it. And it has gotten so hyped up over the past few months. But I totally understand why, because it's gorgeous. But yeah, I don't know if I had the eau de parfum or the eau de toilette. I'll have to see. It's like I can't really remember. I don't really remember what it smelled like back then. Yeah, this is it. This is beautiful. This almost reminds me of my Orlov Paris Orlov fragrance. It's a beautiful, clean, very slightly sweet, soapy floral. And it really does remind me a lot of my Orlov fragrance. It's beautiful. I really love this. And it's funny because after people kept asking, like in my comments, if I had smelled this one, and I'm seeing like tons of people have videos about it. And which, like I say, I'm glad it got hyped up because it really is a stunning fragrance. It deserves all the hype it's getting. It's gorgeous. But like I say, I will, if you guys are interested in me doing a side-by-side of this with my Orlov fragrance, I would be happy to do that. I probably will anyways because I'm curious. I want to know how much like it is. But it is very, very similar to my Orlov. I adore it. It's a stunning fragrance. I love this. But yeah, this is basically like fruity, and I think it's got some yuzu in it, citruses, maybe some vanilla and sandalwood in the base. It's gorgeous. And I got the big boy, the 3.4 ounce bottle, which I am so glad because it's such a stunner of a fragrance. So anyways, that is Trussardi Donna. I told you guys I got some good ones this time. I was so excited. Okay, next is one that Simona sent over a sample to me months and months ago when she sent a bunch of samples, and I've been wanting a full bottle of this since. This is Miyake Pleats Please Low. This is the only Pleats Please that I really, really love. The other ones are a little bit too, I mean, really like fruit chuli or patchouli heavy. They're just not my favorite, but I do have a pen spray of the Eau de Toilette, and then I got a sample of the Eau de Parfum, so I have tried them all. This is by far the winner of the bunch. So, it's no surprise, this has got two different types of rose in it. It's got wild rose in the top and Bulgarian rose in the mid. It's got a little bit of pink pepper, but not enough that it's like off-putting to me. And then a little bit of patchouli, not enough again to make it like a patchouli heavy fragrance, and then lots of white musk. It's just a stunning fragrance. It's really, really fresh, very clean. It's just a beautiful hot weather appropriate, clean floral. Oh, I love it. Or clean rose, really, I should say. This is another one that I think if you're not a rose lover, you would probably really like. It's beautiful. And I got the big bottle of this one too because the price difference between I think the 1.7 ounce and the 3.4 ounce was like $3. So I usually don't buy the biggest bottle, but with this one I was like, I may as well. I love it. It's beautiful. It's so worth the extra $3. So anyways, that is Miyake Pleats Please Low. And I love this bottle. I think it is so pretty. Love it. So happy to finally have that. Okay, and then last but not least. Okay, so now that Elle and Tracy Bronze is like, it's like it faded really badly for a second, but now it's like made a comeback. Now it's just kind of hanging out on my skin, like, and every time I wave my arm, I can smell it. And I can also smell this Costume National, which I am a little bit in love with that Costume National. At first I was like, that's not something I'd want to smell like, but I keep smelling it. And I'm like, oh, you are lovely. You smell like the 90s, which is my favorite smell in the world. Okay. Last but not least, we have got Lalique, and this is Eau de Parfum, just Lalique. I got a sample of this, I don't know, it's not been too long ago, maybe like a month ago, or maybe like a month and a half ago. And I absolutely fell in love with this. This is another one that, gosh, it's beautiful. It's kind of timeless smelling. It is, oh my gosh, I love this. It reminded me of another fragrance I'm trying to remember. Oh gosh, it's so good. I can't remember the other one that it reminded me of, but... Oh, Kenzo Flower Lumiere. it kind of reminded me of that, but now that I'm smelling it, it doesn't smell like that. This is another gorgeous floral. This smells, I don't want to say that it smells dated. It doesn't smell dated, but it doesn't smell like super, super modern either. It smells very, very classic and classy and feminine, and it reminds me of the 90s, like in the best way possible. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. So this has got a bunch of flowers. It's got like jasmine and iris and rose. It's got a tiny, tiny bit of clove in it, but the clove is not overpowering. Like you can barely even detect it, but just enough to tone the flowers down a little bit. And then it's got tons of berries. It's got blackcurrant, cassis, and then it's got a stunning sandalwood note in the base. So it's sandalwood. I think it's got some musk and vanilla. It is so beautiful. It just reminds me of the 90s. I adore it. And this bottle is beautiful too. I love Lalique bottles. I just think they're so pretty. It's just gorgeous. I'm in love with this. So that is Lalique Lalique Eau de Parfum. And we finally made it to the end, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, definitely let me know the ones that you guys are interested in me doing a full wear test of and updating you on. I will put it in my little basket to do that. I will be doing an update video this month. I'm going to try to do one every single month. But yeah, I will be happy to fully wear test any of these and do a good update for you. I hope you all enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.